Hello, and welcome back to Football 360 for another daily football news roundup video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't for daily football news. So let's get started. Juventus are preparing to launch huge €400 million bid for Kylian Mbappé in 2021. However, Juventus fans are dreaming of an attack with both Mbappé and Cristiano Ronaldo may have to put those thoughts to the side, as it's believed that he would head to Paris in partial exchange for the World Cup winner. By the time next summer would come, Ronaldo would be 36 years old and still have 1 year remaining on his massive wage packet, believed to be €31 million annually. Mbappé is already off to a red-hot start in League One this season, bagging 2 goals to go along with 4 assists in just 3 games. Barcelona to move for Paul Pogba on free transfer amid Manchester United contract uncertainty. The Frenchman has been heavily linked with the move away from Old Trafford, despite constantly receiving the backing of manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. United dug their heels in last summer when it looked as if Pogba was poised to force a United exit with Real Madrid and Juventus heavily linked. But the midfielder has remained in Manchester, although that has not stopped speculation continuing over his future. Barcelona have been heavily hit by the global pandemic and do not have the finances to rebuild a team that threw away the La Liga title last term. Ronald Koeman has been tasked with returning them to former glories, and Pogba's arrival would be a welcome addition, especially on a free transfer. Antoine Griezmann makes point to Ronald Koeman over Barcelona role. Antoine Griezmann gave another positive performance for the French national team as they overcame a tricky test in Croatia. The Barcelona striker put Didier Deschamps' team ahead with a well-taken goal in the 8th minute, one that surpassed Zinedine Zidane in Les Bleus' all-time goal-scoring ranks. And France went on to win the game 2-1. Roma offered the chance to sign Arsenal fullback Sead Kolasinac. Mikel Arteta is already in the process of trying to trim down his Arsenal squad ahead of the transfer window, after reports suggested Sead Kolasinac has been offered out to Roma. The left-back has slipped down the pecking order at the Emirates Stadium this term, featuring in just one of the Gunners' opening 4 top-flight matches. According to Corriere dello Sport, the 27-year-old has been offered to the Serie A club Roma. Juventus jump ahead of Manchester City in the race to sign David Alaba. Juventus are in advanced negotiations with David Alaba's representatives over a free transfer next summer, following the expiration of his contract at Bayern Munich. The 28-year-old defender has no intention of staying in Bavaria when his contract ends at the end of the season, despite having spent his entire senior career at the club since departing Austria Vienna as a youngster in 2008. Although Alaba could arrive at Juventus on a free transfer at the end of the 2020-2021 campaign, it is believed that Juve could secure a deal during the January transfer window, due to the good relationship between the two clubs, according to Sport Mediaset. A blessed international break for most Barcelona players. October's international break can be defined as fruitful for Barcelona, as most of their players managed to get playing time with their national teams, while others got some rest or recovered from injuries ahead of a long season. International breaks tend to cause problems for the European giants, which have squads full of players that will join up with their respective national teams. However, this was not the case for Ronald Koeman's men, most of whom took full advantage of the break. Eden Hazard isn't thinking about the Clasico. Eden Hazard doesn't want to take risks. Neither does Zinedine Zidane, nor to an even greater extent, Real Madrid's hierarchy. That reluctance to push things too far means that nobody is putting any pressure on the Belgian to see up his recovery from injury, and also that he won't be at the Camp Nou on October 24th for the season's first Clasico with Barcelona. The priority is for Hazard to rediscover his confidence, his morale and his physical form, before thinking about getting back on the pitch. Nobody is rushing him, and the desire is for him to return as good as he can be, rather than to force things too quickly and get him back at 80 or 90%. Ronald Koeman has convinced Barcelona's stars and made big impression on Messi. He has only had 3 games in charge, but it appears that it is enough for Barcelona's stars to be convinced by Ronald Koeman they are heading in the right direction. And he has even left a strong impression on Lionel Messi, who was on the brink of leaving the club in the aftermath of the Champions League humiliation in Lisbon. Koeman this week revealed he went to Messi's mansion to speak face-to-face with the Argentine after he made clear his desire to leave. After signing as coach, I immediately contacted Leo, the Dutchman told NOS. I went to his house and talked to him about his future. His discontent was clear. In the end it went well, and from the moment he indicated he would continue, he has done everything I expect of him. Sergio Ramos contract offers tabled by Juventus and PSG. With his Real Madrid contract expiring, Sergio Ramos is reportedly a target for 2 of the European giants. Sergio Ramos could reportedly leave Real Madrid for Juventus or Paris SaintGermain. Madrid captain Ramos, 34, has been at the La Liga giants since 2005, but his contract is expiring at the end of the season. And his situation is catching the eye of 2 European giants. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel for more daily football news roundup videos.